is my broken world. The silent whispers of the frozen air. It's dragging me deeper into despair. Someone set me free. Get me out of this tragedy. All the time, all around. There's not a light and not a sound. I close my eyes, I'm crying out. A never ending, it's a never ending winter.
Hello, it's 11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. Welcome to NXT. Welcome to the new era of NXT as well, as we kick things off with NXT's General Manager, Bobby Roode. Call him Bobby, call him Robert. Just make sure you also call him Sir. As the NXT GM, full of life tonight, you can see the excitement on his face. Look at this arena. We're in a bigger arena. We're out of the Performance Center. We are on the road with a new era of NXT. Consider white and gold as the bridge, the awkward 9 months or so that it was, the adjusting period to me taking over NXT. Consider this the official start of the ZRC era. Ray got black and gold. I get the black and silver, which works perfectly because that's one of my favorite metallic color combinations. So, let's turn the show over to Mr. Bobby Roode. Let's hear what the GM has got to say to the LS11 Universe tonight. Let's hear what our GM's got to say. I hear he's got a few announcements, a few things to address. Folks, welcome to the new era of NXT. The time has come and we have arrived to a new beginning, a new dawn, a new era of NXT. And I gotta say, being on the road, being around all of you just feels right. Being on tour, being able to take NXT to a bigger stage feels like the right thing as we begin this truly new era of NXT. I will not take long tonight. I will not hold this up with a long announcement. I will simply say, please welcome the new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. As of Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, please welcome Jasmine Nix, and please welcome, being presented with the new, redesigned NXT Women's Championship, Fallon Henley. Please welcome the Fatal Influence. Well, folks, here she comes, the NXT Women's Champion. She retired Mako Satomura just a few nights ago, and you can see she has got a brand new title around her waist. Fallon Henley making her way down to the ring. Before you ask, that title is not on Community Creations, although What's the Status has pretty good ones on Community Creations, so if you wanted those, you get those, but I play on PC. So that title is a mod, and that mod was created by Jebuscripts. So Fallon Henley is here. It seems she's got something to say, something to gloat about. Let's hear from Fallon Henley. Or maybe let's not? What's this? Oh! Hold on just a minute. It's Stephanie McCurr. We have heard rumblings of her signing with LS11 Universe for some time now. We wondered when she was going to show herself, and here she is. Stephanie McCurr is here. And she is marching down to the ring with a purpose. She is staring a hole through the NXT Women's Champion Fallon Henley. And the new era of NXT is kicking off with a hell of a stare down between these two women, as Valkyria has seemingly made her intentions known as she motions she wants Fallon Henley's NXT Women's Championship. What a statement to be made. Our first matchup of the new era of NXT starts right now. We are kicking things off the right way, folks, because this following contest is set for one fall. And it is for the NXT Tag Team Championships. As out first, making their way to the ring, are the Gallus Boys. Joe and Mark Coffey teaming up tonight. A different lineup from the Mark Coffey and Wolfgang duo that we're used to in Gallus. As Mark and Joe Coffey look to become NXT Tag Team Champions for the first time ever. So, the Gallus Boys have made their way to the ring, and they find themselves tonight teaming up against the new NXT Tag Team Champions. The duo of what the hell? Alright, Trent. Okay. The duo of Speedball Mountain, Trent Seven, and Mike Bailey. Yeah, I don't even begin to know how to fix that. Trent Seven and Mike Bailey ready for action tonight, though. A big matchup here for them. They won those titles in a ladder match just a few nights ago at No Mercy, and they look ready to defend them immediately tonight. An unlikely duo to become the NXT Tag Team Champions, but Trent and Speedball did so. Trent Seven, that also makes him a two-time NXT Tag Team Champion, one of the very few, if not the only, in LS11 universe at the moment. Of course, we haven't seen too much of the retro history of NXT. That is something for Ray and I to do one day. That day is not today. As Trent Seven and Mike Bailey are getting ready to take on the Coffey Brothers, Gallus Boys, Joe and Mark. As there are the champions, Speedball Mountain. Hey, 2K, Tag Team Championship entrances, win. You gave the Usos a special one. The Ascension used to have a special one. The Dudleys used to have a special one. Let us assign Tag Team Championship entrances. Just saying. As the referee holds the titles high now. And it is going to be Joe Coffey starting it out with Trent Seven. Trent Seven knows the Gallus Boys well from their time on the independent scene over in the UK, and now tonight they find themselves here in NXT as now... Oh, a big suplex there from Joe, taking him down. Big boot taking him down again. Joe Coffey's got him down. Joe Coffey, knee strike, knocks him off his feet. Tag made, or that was Mark Coffey, excuse me. Tag made to Joe Coffey now. Trent Seven rolls through, clothesline, into a clothesline, knocking him down. And see if you're in the live chat and we're repeatedly saying that's Joe Coffey, like I could hear you when I recorded this 3 days before it went live. You can delete those chats now. Look for a tag, countered by Joe Coffey, though, is Coffey now. Comes off the middle rope, goes to the top, goes for the crossbody. Trent Seven out of the way, and Trent Seven grabs him, pulls him in. Massive chop, knocks Joe Coffey off his feet. Getting him back up to his feet now, and Joe Coffey gets caught by Trent Seven. Thrown in the corner. Tag made. Mike Bailey in. And Speedball Mountain looking for a double team. Double super kick. Taking him down. As now Joe has got a hold of Speedball, and Mike Bailey thrown off the ropes, popped up. Massive uppercut, knocking him down. Mike Bailey back to his feet now, and Mike Bailey gets caught with a big uppercut, knocked back into the corner by Joe Coffey again. As down Mike Bailey, coming off the ropes, and wipes out Mark. As down Mike Bailey, wait a minute. Oh, sent crashing down by Joe Coffey. As now Joe grabs onto Trent Seven, and Mike Bailey. Oh no! Mike Bailey with an accidental kick to the head of his tag partner, Joe Coffey, pulling Trent Seven in the path. Gallus could make this the shortest NXT Tag Title reign in history. As Joe Coffey grabs him, German suplex. Rolls him over now, cover on Mike Bailey. He's got him. No, kick out from Speedball. Off the ropes now, Joe Coffey. No, Mike Bailey taking him down. As Joe now rolls out of the ring, and Mike Bailey dives to the outside, wiping him out. Mike Bailey's got a hold of him now, and Speedball Mike Bailey grabs Joe Coffey, throws him back into the ring, and Mike Bailey kicks him in the ribs. Bailey now has him down, turns him over, and Mike Bailey, no, went for the moonsault, nobody home. As now Joe has got a hold of him, and Joe Coffey lifts him up. Powerbomb takes him off his feet. Into the corner, tag made to Mark Coffey. Mike Bailey getting back up to his feet now as Mike Bailey. Here we go. Hurricane Rana keeps back up to his feet and hits a big splash across the back. Tag made to Trent Seven. Now Trent Seven with a big chop kick to the ribs now. Trent Seven firing back at him, chops him again, hits the ropes now. And Trent Seven taken down with a massive double axe handle. Rolls him over now as Trent Seven getting slammed down repeatedly by Joe Coffey. Into a kick to the head. Grabs all of him, punching him in the face now is Joe Coffey. He's got him down. Or Mark Coffey, excuse me. I forgot there'd been a tag. They're also brothers, so they look pretty similar in my defense. Kicking the ribs. Mark's got him now. Mark grabs onto him now and slams him down by the back of the head. Does Coffey. Grabs onto him, slamming him down again. Repeatedly taking him down here. As Mike Bailey desperately wants to get tagged back in. Trent Seven grabs the leg. Sweeps the leg of Mark Coffey. Grabs a hold of him, getting him back up to his feet now. Now he's caught. Mark Coffey now. Taking down Trent Seven. Into the cover now. Mark Coffey's got him. No, kick out from the former NWA World Champion. As Mark Coffey's now got a hold of him. Dropping him. Down goes Trent Seven for new tag team champions cover. No, Mike Bailey makes the save. As now Mark Coffey going after Mike Bailey again. Back into the ring comes Trent Seven now as now Mark Coffey. Snapmare comes off the ropes. Mark Coffey slides in and takes him down. And Joe picks him back up now. And Joe Coffey, I was going to say, I couldn't even tell who the legal one was at that point. As Trent Seven is being dominated right now. He's up. He slides out of it now. Trent Seven, right hook, knocking him back. Trying to get him into the corner of Speedball Mountain. He's in the corner. Tag is made. Mike Bailey back in. Double super kick. Mike Bailey now wipes out Joe Coffey. And Mike Bailey grabs onto him. Bailey now comes up to the middle rope. Goes up to the top. What the hell is this? What a DDT from Mike Bailey. Speedball taking him down. Throws him back into the ring. Splashes him on the back. Goes for the kick now. Here comes Mark Coffey. Bulldog. Taking down Mike Bailey. Tag is made. Joe Coffey back in. Now Joe Coffey. Double underhook. Grabs onto him. Pops him up. Rolls through. Roundhouse kick. Into a big kick to Mark. Joe grabs onto him, though, and Joe Coffey sends him off the ropes. Ducks him. And goes for him. Countered. Right hook from Speedball. And Mike Bailey's got him now. Mike Bailey throws him into the corner. Hits the big kick. Mike Bailey has him in position now for Ultimate Weapon. Into the cover. 1-0. Saved by Mark. And so Mike Bailey taking down Joe Coffey there. Mike Bailey hits a big moonsault on him. Into a cover now, and Mike Bailey for the win. For the 1, 2. No! Joe Coffey stays in it. As now Mike Bailey. Here we go. Mike Bailey goes for that moonsault. Nobody home. And Joe Coffey grabs a hold of him. Throws him off the ropes. Joe grabs him. Countered. Mike Bailey pushes through. Kicks out the knee. Goes for Mark. Gets caught. Counter for counter here. As now he grabs Joe. Throws him over the top into his brother. Mike Bailey now looking a slingshot. DDT! Taking down Joe Coffey. As now Speedball grabs him. Throws him back into the ring. Grabs Mark, and Mark Coffey now gets caught and thrown into the steps. Mike Bailey splash across the back of Joe. Gets him back up one more time now. Swings him around, and Mike Bailey up on the shoulders. Here we go. Mike Bailey drives him into the mat. 1, 2, 3. Speedball Mountain retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. Mike Bailey and Trent Seven with the big retention there. A massive win there. Got to give the MVP to Mike Bailey on that one. Your winners, and still the NXT Tag Team Champions. Trent Seven, Mike Bailey, Speedball Mountain. A big win for these two tonight. We got plenty more coming up here on the first episode of the Black and Silver era of NXT. Just the man I was looking for. Oh, I knew it was going to be too good of a night to be true. What, Ethan? What? You let me be upstaged on Sunday. Sunday was supposed to be my night, my crowning night as WWE Champion. Yeah, how will that work out for you? This isn't time for jokes, Rude. I should be standing here WWE Champion right now, and nobody should be talking about Joe Hendry and the NXT Championship. They should only be talking about what should have been my crowning moment. There should be justice for all ego. And how do you plan to go about that? Well, I've made a friend around here. Well, that's one more than you've ever had in your life. Alright, you know what? I don't have to listen to this. Because next week, me and my new friend around here, we're going to make a statement. It is now time for some triple threat action. As here comes Jada Parker to the ring. This triple threat will determine... Well, it won't determine a number one contender, but it will potentially set up someone to be on the road to being number one contender to Killer Kelly and the NXT North American Women's Championship, as Jada Parker is the first of the three women in this one. And you can expect more stuff like this. You can expect more non-title rivalries to begin, more non-title feuds and things to start firing up here on NXT, as it feels like the fresh coat of paint was exactly what I needed to really get going with this. And you can expect 5 matches a week on NXT, much like Raw gets now, instead of the 4 that I'd been doing for the last several months, pretty much since the start of NXT's relaunch. What I'm essentially saying is you expect me to stop phoning it in so hard. As now, out next, here comes the second woman involved in the match. Here comes the skilled swordswoman from Canada, Carmen Petrovic, making her way down to the ring, her sword rested over her shoulder. Many of the greats, many of the modern greats as well, have said she is someone to be on the lookout for in the near future. Jordynne Grace specifically not long ago, who of course we haven't seen since Worlds Collide, but Jordynne Grace recently put out a tweet saying she's one to watch out for. Talking about Carmen Petrovic. So Carmen makes her way down to the ring. I've become a huge fan of this young woman in the last few months. She just shows off with that sword there. And finally, the third and final, but certainly not least important woman in this matchup. One who has plenty of issues to take up with the North American Women's Champion Killer Kelly. It is Masha Slamovich making her way to the ring. Killer Kelly's former tag team partner, two-time Knockouts Tag Team Champion, one-time NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, Masha Slamovich makes her way down to the ring. Set on a path of destruction. So this triple threat match is about to begin. Without any further ado, here we go. As Carmen goes right for Jada. Jada Parker grabs onto her though, and Petrovic gets caught now. Jada Parker's got her up. Knee to the face of Carmen Petrovic. Comes in now, big forearm strike to Masha. And now looking for a double team. As now Parker throws Slamovich. And Carmen grabs onto her now. Carmen Petrovic. Uppercut to Jada Parker. Grabs onto her now. Jada Parker with a kick. Masha's got a hold of her now. And Masha Slamovich takes Jada Parker, puts her in the ropes. Carmen Petrovic grabs Masha. Backslide. Crucifix cover now. One. No. Big knee strike there. Knocks her down. Gets caught now as Masha pulls her in here. Masha Slamovich taking her towards the ropes again. Grabs onto her. Throws her through the ropes. Out to the outside now. As what is Slamovich thinking here? Oh my god. Pile driver off the ring apron. Oh my god. As Masha looking into the ring for a chair. Jada Parker. Big kick there. Carmen Petrovic coming in now. Going after Jada Parker here. Big back fist knocks her off the ring apron. Masha's got her now, and Masha drops her with a knee into a neck breaker. Back in the ring now goes Carmen, firing back now, knocking her back here. Forearm strike grabs her now. Carmen Petrovic with Masha. Sends her off the ropes. Pops her up. Knee strike. Roundhouse kick. Knocks her down. Jada Parker now grabs a hold of her, and Parker pulls her in. Knee strike knocking her down into a cover here. Kick out from Carmen. Masha now throwing her across the ring. Masha Slamovich with a big drop kick. Chop now, knocks her down here. Grabs a hold of her now, lifting her up here as Masha throws her across the ring into the center. Big kick there now, Jada Parker coming in for it. Jada's got a hold of her now, and Jada Parker, Northern Lights. Carmen with a backstabber takes her down. Jada Parker, oh, what a roundhouse kick, taking her down. Back in the ring comes Masha Slamovich now. Jada Parker goes for her, sidestepped by Masha. Masha Slamovich now, Snapmare takes her down, running the ropes here. Hits the ropes, and big penalty shot knocks her down. Knee strike there from Carmen to Masha. Double axe handle connects now. Carmen Petrovic now grabs onto her, gets her back up to her feet here. Carmen Petrovic throwing Masha, tries to knock her into the ropes. Kicked in the ribs. Oh no. She's up. She's down. Tiger bomb. Into a cover, but it's saved by Jada Parker. Jada's got a hold of her now. Big lariat there from Jada Parker, knocking her down. Turns her over with a kick now, and Jada Parker taken down by Masha. Masha Slamovich now getting her back up to her feet. Pulls her in. Masha with snowplow. Into the cover. One. No. Petrovic now grabs onto her, throws her off the ropes. They collide. Masha with a right hook. Snapmare to Carmen. Kicks her, taking her down. Now Masha's got her up now. Spikes her down. Michinoku driver to Jada Parker. Kicking her down again. Masha Slamovich now grabs her, power bombs her, lifts her up. Knee strike from Masha. Out of the ring she goes now. Jada Parker now gets caught by Carmen Petrovic, who hits her with a big roundhouse kick. Into a cover now, and Petrovic for the 1, 2, 3. And Carmen Petrovic picks up the win. A big win there at that for Carmen Petrovic over Masha and Jada in that one. A massive victory tonight for Carmen Petrovic over these two. That is a massive win for her, and that could set her on a collision course towards Killer Kelly or Fallon Henley for one of those women's titles in the near future. Carmen gets the big win there. We got plenty more coming up on NXT tonight. And I'm looking forward to the next one, as I hope all of you are as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your North American champion. Always ready, the Deathmatch King, the leader of the major players, Matt Cardona. And I am here tonight because I have an announcement for you all, and it's a breaking announcement, and that is that I am not at NXT tonight. I know you were all greatly disappointed by that, and I do apologize that I am not there to be a fighting North American champion, but I had to keep this title away from those young guys that haven't paid their dues for this title yet, like Dante Chen, Javon Evans, and everybody else like that. But what I am here to announce is that this week on the LS11 Indies, I return as the Indie God to Los Angeles Wrestling, and I am going to be bringing the NXT North American Championship with me. The question is, who is going to step up to take that challenge? All right, it is time for some more singles action. Here on NXT. As out first, it's Steve Maclin making his way to the ring. Steve Maclin ready for action this evening. A huge matchup here for him tonight, as the road to finding our next challengers to all of our championships gets underway. Maclin making his way down to the ring, ready for action. It's going to be a big opportunity for Maclin, a former TNA X Division champion in his own right is Maclin. He has got a tall task ahead of him tonight, to say the least, does Maclin. As Steve Maclin has made his way down to the ring. As here comes his opponent, the ruler of NXT, the destructive and dominant Oba Femi, who, despite his loss last week, had a hell of a hoss fight with Jacob Fatu. And really, in some cases, it felt like he only lost that hoss fight because of the presence of the Forsaken, who are conspicuous by their absence tonight, to say the very least. As the ruler marching down to the ring, Oba Femi ready for action. So Oba Femi marches down, ready to face off with Steve Maclin here. You gotta think the winner of this could be in line to be Matt Cardona's next challenger. Well, you know, assuming he doesn't lose the title at LAW this week, because apparently that's happening. I run LAW. I'm the GM of LAW, and I didn't even know this was happening. I didn't know Matt Cardona was planning to show up. I'm not going to complain. He's coming to show up at our show. Might bring in some ratings. Not going to hear me complain about that. But without any further ado, Steve Maclin and Oba Femi going one-on-one here on NXT. Here we go. As Maclin grabs a hold of him here, and Steve Maclin, with Oba Femi taking him towards the ropes now, and Maclin running his face into the ropes here. He's got Oba Femi. Taking him down now is now Steve Maclin into a cover immediately on the ruler of NXT, who kicks out at not even a 1. Big knee strike countered. Oba Femi. Forearm strike to Maclin. Shoulder block knocks him down. Grabs onto him now as Oba Femi with Steve Maclin up. Knee in the back takes him down. Getting him back up to his feet here. Oba Femi with Steve Maclin. No, Maclin with a knee strike now, and Maclin pulls him in, grabs him. Oba Femi countering and throws him over himself. Grabs onto him. As I'm pulling him in now, throws him across the ring, and big clothesline there, taking him down. Oba Femi now, look at this, deadlifts him up over his head, and military press, drops him. The former X Division champ goes down now as Oba Femi, the former NXT Tag Team Champion, Oba Femi, and Steve Maclin now getting into it. Who's going to get the better of this one? We're going to find out as Oba Femi firing away at him. Maclin chops him. Oba Femi with a chop of his own. Counter for counter here. Maclin getting the better of him now and tells Oba Femi, go ahead, try it again. Maclin knocking him back now as Oba Femi grabs onto a massive uppercut there to Steve Maclin. He bends back the arm now, does Oba. He stomps the arm. He's got Maclin now back up to his feet. Oba Femi firing away at Steve Maclin. Runs him over with a shoulder block. Getting him back up to his feet now. Oba Femi with Steve Maclin. Pulls him in, pops him up, and drops him into the mat. Oba Femi now grabs Steve Maclin and uppercut again, takes him down into a cover now. Oba, cover, takes him down for the 1, 2. No! Maclin gets the shoulders up. As now Oba Femi grabs Steve Maclin, slamming down the arms, gets him back up to his feet. Right hook there, knocking him back. Gets caught with a kick. Firing back now, Steve Maclin. Knee strike and kick in the back. Maclin now taking off that turnbuckle pad. I think he knows he's going to need a little extra power. Maybe he's going to take down Oba Femi. As Maclin throws him across the ring into the corner. Goes for him, gets cut. Thrown in the corner himself now is Maclin. As Oba Femi. Clothesline, taking him down. Getting him back up to his feet now. Oba Femi. Right hook connects. Steve Maclin. Chops him back. Counter for counter now. Chop for chop. Open now. Throws another chop. Steve Maclin answers back. Maclin. What a forearm! Turning around on him. Oba dropping the elbow on him now as Oba Femi grabs onto Steve Maclin now, and Oba Femi with Steve Maclin into the corner. Puts him up on the top rope now as Oba. Same thing in here. Oba Femi with Steve Maclin. Has him up. And suplex has him down. Maclin goes out of the ring now. Oba Femi coming around ringside. Drops the elbow on him. Getting him back up to his feet now. Oba Femi with Steve Maclin. Maclin in some trouble here as he gets thrown back into the ring. Oba grabs a hold of him, getting him back up now. Maclin collides with him now. Steve Maclin grabs onto him, hooks the arms, looking to tag him, bag him, and finish the match. Steve Maclin's got him down into a cover now on Oba Femi for the 1, for the 2. Kick out from Oba. Macklin's got him down, kicking the head now from Oba Femi. Grabs Steve Maclin, getting him back up to his feet. And Oba Femi's got Steve Maclin. He lifts him up. He slams him down again. Into another cover now. Oba Femi now. Cover for the 1, for the 2, for the... No! Maclin kicks out. As now Maclin getting picked back up to his feet here by Oba Femi. Right hook connects. Maclin now catches him here. Steve Maclin pulls him in. And neckbreaker takes him down. Grabs onto him again now. Pulls him in. And big kick there, taking him down. Steve Maclin now goes into the corner. And what is he thinking here? Maclin looking to put down the big man with spear. Maclin with a wicked spear to Oba Femi. 2. Oba Femi kicks out. Oba now pulling himself into the corner. Steve Maclin tells the referee, get out of the way. Oh, he gets caught. And Oba Femi rocked Maclin with that kick. Sends him off the ropes. Into massive takedown from Oba Femi. As he grabs Maclin and Oba Femi pop up. Power bomb from the ruler. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, Oba Femi picks up the victory. What a takedown from Oba as Steve Maclin goes down for the count. A massive matchup there. Hold on a moment. While I have much respect for my opponent tonight, Steve Maclin, who I do not have respect for, are the Forsaken. Your reign in NXT has come to an end. And if you haven't turned your tails and run yet, Jacob Fatu, you and I have unfinished business that we must attend. So you name the time, you name the place, werewolf, and I will hunt you down, and we will finish this fight. So, the monster wants another fight. We'll deal with him later. Enforce him? Yes, my wise man! Do you remember the orders of the tribal chief? Of course! And those were? Leave a scar! Alright, we've got some tag team action coming up next. It is our second to last matchup of the evening, as here comes the Nightwing, Lyra, Valkyria, to the ring. We saw Lyra Valkyria make her much anticipated return to NXT not long ago, her big return to LS11 Universe as a whole recently when she showed up on an episode of NXT to take on Killer Kelly one-on-one, and Kelly ultimately ended up sneaking away with the win. But Lyra Valkyria has got a tag partner. She looks to enter the NXT women's tag team scene, and I think some of you keen-eyed viewers know exactly who her partner is going to be, and I have a strange feeling some of you are going to be pretty excited about it when you see who she's teaming up with tonight. So Lyra Valkyria has made her way to the ring. And of course, her tag team partner, I mean, who else is it gonna be? Other than Tatum Paxley, of course. Tatum Paxley staring a hole down to the ring. Tatum Paxley and Lyra Valkyria. So, without any further ado, Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley are going to be taking on the duo of Kiana James and Izzy Dame, getting ready to make their way to the ring. So Kiana and Izzy. Making their way to the ring. Been a bit of a rough start for them here in NXT since they started teaming up. It hasn't 100% worked out for them overall as a tag team. But it's about to go down. Here we go. Lyra Valkyria and Kiana James started out as Lyra Valkyria comes in. Hurricane Rana taking down Kiana. Grabs onto her now, and Lyra throws Kiana James into the corner now. Tag made. Tatum Paxley is in, and Lyra and Tatum. Right hook there from Tatum Paxley. He's knocking her back now. Goes for a kick. Tatum Paxley gets taken down by Kiana James. Kiana pulls her in now, and Kiana James punch to the ribs. Knocks her back. Grabs onto her. Turns her around. Countered now by Tatum Paxley, who comes in now. Bulldog knocks her down, taking her off her feet. Hits the ropes, and big forearm strike from Tatum. Tatum with a jumping elbow, knocks her off her feet now, and Tatum Paxley comes in now, gets caught, taken out of the arm by Kiana James. Now Kiana James grabs onto her, pulls her in, and Kiana throws her over the top, out to the floor, down she goes. As Kiana James goes in the corner, and, well, Izzy Dame was looking for a tag, but Kiana James more concerned with trying to get her hands back on Tatum Paxley, who hits her with a massive forearm there, taking her down. Grabs onto her now, and Tatum Paxley throws her into the corner. Tag made, Lyra Valkyria back in. Snapmare, Lyra hits the ropes, coming in full speed. Are Lyra and Tatum working together in great tandem offense here. Lyra Valkyria kick to the ribs now. Hits the ropes, comes back in, into another Hurricane Rana, knocking her down. And knee to the head, takes her down. Grabs onto her, picking her back up to her feet now, gets her back up again. Lyra Valkyria now throws her off the ropes and goes for the clothesline. Kiana James ducked it. Kiana James now grabs onto her, slams her down by the head. Grabs her now, countered Lyra into a small package now, cover. Kiana James getting the shoulders up now. Valkyria getting her back up to her feet now, and Lyra Valkyria kicking away at her. Whoa, wait a minute, Tatum Paxley taking out Izzy Dame here. As Lyra throws her across the ring, Lyra Valkyria, big takedown now, springboard, flies in with a drop kick. It is all Valkyria right now. Lyra Valkyria is coming in like a house of fire with that roundhouse kick. Into the covers, you can see Tatum taking out Izzy. 2, kick out from Kiana. As she gets her back to her feet now, and Kiana James in trouble. Lyra Valkyria with Nightwing. 1, 2. Kiana James kicks out. I wonder, was the lag spike enough to help her kick out, I guess? Is Kiana James staying in it? The Nightwing somehow not enough to put her down that time. Kiana James claiming that it's over. But she's got it turned around now on Tatum and Lyra. She grabs onto Tatum Paxley and takes her out. Lyra Valkyria now. Running the ropes here as Valkyria dumps her out of the ring. Lyra Valkyria flies out onto her again. It is all Valkyria still here. Kiana James has gotten really not much in on this one. It's been 2-on-1 the whole time. She's not even made a tag to Izzy Dame yet. The one time Izzy wanted in, she refused. Grabs onto her now, throws her into the corner. Tag made. Izzy Dame. Or excuse me. Tatum Paxley. Tag back in as Tatum pulls her in, and Tatum Paxley drops Kiana James into a cover. One. Izzy Dame with the save. Now Tatum Paxley looking to finish the job here. Tatum Paxley pulls her in, scoops her up. Kiana James counters, takes her down. Rolls Tatum Paxley over now into a cover now. Tatum Paxley kicks out with force on that one as well. Kiana, I think, starting to kind of realize how much trouble she's really in this 2-on-1 situation, as Izzy has just still not made the tag. Tatum Paxley now has got her up on her shoulders, and Tatum Paxley drops her with a power bomb. 1, 2, that's it. Tatum Paxley and Lyra Valkyria with a quick and easy victory there. Quick and easy, the name of the game for that one, or Lyra and Tatum. This is a powerful duo to have here in the NXT Women's Tag Team scene. Big win for them. Our main event is coming up. It's time to hear from the new NXT champ. You know what it's time to do. Alright, so listen up here. This is your boy Wesley of the Rascals. Trey and Zach ain't here tonight. They're recovering from that ladder match the other night. But what I gotta announce real quick, you already heard Matt Cardona talking about this earlier tonight. Your boys, the Rascals, we are bringing the Treehouse this week to the Indies. We are coming to Los Angeles for LAW to compete as part of the Trios Championship Tournament, where we're going to be taking on LAW's Blackstone Empire, whoever the hell those guys are. We're going to take the fight to them. We're going to take them down. We're going to move on in that tournament so that we can move into that second round and get that big match with the OC next week on NXT. Because your boys are going to be the first Trios champions. Folks, please welcome the new NXT champion. Joe Hendry. He did it. Against all odds, he did it. Just 2 nights ago at NXT No Mercy, it was like Avengers Endgame out here. The Rascals took out the Gorillas, and SmackDown's Drew McIntyre, an old friend of Joe Hendry's, called in a favor and made the save to take out Jacob Fatu, evening the odds so Joe Hendry could finish the job. Now let's hear from the champ. How do I even start? Maybe something like this. Say his name and he appears. I'm the new NXT champion. I could not have done this without each and every one of you supporting me along the way. Because of everyone. All of you saying we believe. The help of my friends, the Rascals, and even an old adversary turned ally, Drew McIntyre. The reign of the Forsaken over this place has come to an end. And I stand before you all, a humbled man, a proud man, and more importantly, the new NXT champion. And now I want to be a champion you can all believe in. So right here, right now, I am holding an open challenge. Alright, who's accepting? Who is accepting Joe Hendry's open challenge? Oh, here we go. It is an old adversary of Joe Hendry's, A man he knows well from TNA. Hammerstone. Alex Hammerstone making his way down to the ring. A man Hendry went to war with many of times in TNA. In fact, battled in TNA all the way down to the final night of TNA Universe existing. As Hammerstone steps into the ring. Hendry, Hammerstone, one-on-one. Here we go. As they lock up, Hammerstone's got a hold of him now. Hammerstone takes him to the ropes now, grabs a hold of the NXT champ. Right hook now, choking Hendry in the ropes. Knocking him back here. Big chop connects. Hendry, hip toss, takes him down now. And Joe Hendry grabs onto him, getting him back up to his feet. Joe grabs onto him again, throwing him across the ring. Joe Hendry. Big clothesline there to Hammerstone. Kicks him down, kicking him in the back. Joe Hendry's got him now. Hendry getting him back up to his feet again now. And Joe caught by Hammerstone. Hammerstone throws him off the ropes. Hammerstone and Hendry collide. Big right hook connects from Hammerstone. Hip toss from Joe. Taking him off his feet now. Joe Hendry gets him back up to his feet. Knocking him back here. Joe Hendry. Forearm strike. Trying to knock him back again. Hammerstone avoids the right hook now. Firing back on Joe. Kicks him in the ribs. Pulls him in. And belly to belly takes him down. Now Hammerstone firing away. Right hooks to Joe Hendry. He's got him down now. Grabs him. Rolls him over. Kicks him in the back. Hammerstone, kick him in the back again here. Hammerstone. Knee into the back, taking down Joe Hendry as Hammerstone goes for him. Countered. Hendry floats in from Hammerstone. Hendry counters. Clothesline. Taking him down. Getting back up to his feet now as now Hammerstone getting knocked back. Joe Hendry. Forearm strike knocks him back. Hits the ropes. Hendry caught by Hammerstone. Hammerstone's got him for another. Belly to belly, taking him down. Hammerstone now hooks the leg on Joe. Kick out from Hendry. Hammerstone grabs him now, and Hammerstone... Oh, massive Uranagi taking down Joe Hendry into the cover now. Hendry's down. 1, 2. Kick out from Joe. Hendry rolls out of the ring now, and Hammerstone coming around after him here. Hammerstone coming up to the NXT champ. Goes for a kick. Hendry countering. Big neck breaker on the outside from Joe. Joe Hendry getting himself back up to his feet now. And Joe Hendry with Hammerstone into the barricade, taking him down. Hendry gets him back up to his feet now. And Joe with Hammerstone into the steps. Count of 4 now. Hendry getting him back up. Chopping away at him now. Firing back. 5 count. Forearm strike again. Grabs him. Hendry. No. Hammerstone sends him into the barricade. Grabs Joe and sweeps the leg. Hendry's head catches it on the way down. 6 count. Seven. Back into the ring goes Hendry. 8 count. Hendry back in again. Hammerstone with a DDT. Now Joe Hendry firing away at him with forearms. Oh, and Hammerstone with a big counter. He takes down Joe now, and Joe Hendry getting picked back up to his feet by Hammerstone. Hammerstone pulling him in now, and Hammerstone with Joe up on his shoulders. Joe Hendry countering with elbows. Getting out of it now. Joe Hendry's got him now, and Joe. Freak of nature. Fall away slam connects as he grabs Hammerstone. Hammerstone with a right hook knocking him back. Hendry gets taken out with a big clothesline. Hammerstone now grabs Joe Hendry. And Hammerstone goes for him. Hendry claps the ears. Joe Hendry pulls him in. Small package on Hammerstone. Cover for the 1, 2. No! Hammerstone shoulders up. As Hendry now has him down, and Joe Hendry with a stomp takes him down. Of course, Hendry, you gotta wonder how he feels about the fact that it seems we're heading towards the second men's LS11 World Cup. He was the winner of last year's World Cup. That's what led him to the TNA World title a year ago. We'll have, it's going to be a 64-man World Cup again this year. exclusively for members until the final round, which will be available for everybody. Or the grand finals, which will be available for everybody, I mean. We'll start announcing competitors for it pretty soon. Pretty much once Ray and I get it all worked out. Hendry chops him. Hammerstone chops him. Hendry counters. Hendry with a big right hook. Here we go. As it's a stalemate, but Joe Hendry not going to let it go down as such. Fall away slam again. Taking him down. Hendry grabs the ankle. Joe Hendry twists around, ankle lock. A move that he was given permission to use by Kurt Angle many of years ago as Hammerstone rolls through. Hammerstone with a massive clothesline taking him down. As now Hammerstone has Hendry on the apron. Hammerstone goes for a right hook. Hendry countering. Joe Hendry grabs onto him, and Joe, here we go. The NXT champ. Suplex out to the floor. Down goes Hammerstone. As now Joe has him up, back to his feet. Joe Hendry throws him back into the ring, and Joe Hendry with Hammerstone back into the ring. Hendry with a big chop now, knocking him back, runs in. Hammerstone's got him. Drives him into the mat with another Uranagi. Second one. Cover to Hendry for the 1, for the 2. No! Hammerstone nearly won the title. Hammerstone now kneeling over Hendry, and Hammerstone goes for the kick. Joe Hendry got him. Tilt-a-whirl slam, taking him down. As Joe Hendry now grabs the leg, has the ankle. Twists it around into the ankle lock again. Hendry with the ankle lock in. He's bouncing Hammerstone. He's putting pressure on him here. Hammerstone in trouble now. Hammerstone writhing in pain as Joe Hendry is wrenching it in on him. Hendry's got him in trouble now. Hendry with Hammerstone. Hendry's got it in. He's pushing more pressure onto Hammerstone. Hendry trying his damnedest here. Hammerstone. Hendry wrenches it in. Lifts him again. Look at the torque he's putting on the leg here. Hammerstone is desperately trying to crawl his way towards the ropes. Claw his way towards the ropes even. Hendry's got it in tight though. And Hammerstone breaks the hold. Floats over. Hendry DDT'd. Hendry now grabs Hammerstone, rolls through into a cover. 1, 2, no! Hammerstone, no. Hendry counters. Hip toss, taking him down. Joe Hendry now going up to the top rope. Hendry, way to go. Air Hendry. Oh, went for the diving elbow. Hammerstone with a kick in the face. And now Hammerstone has got a hold of him, taking Hendry back towards the center of the ring. Knee into the ribs from Hammerstone to Hendry. What is Hammerstone doing here? Hammerstone, he knows Hendry has said his dream matchup is with The Rock. And he mocks him there. Hendry. Standing ovation. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, the NXT champion with the victory. Joe Hendry knocking off Hammerstone. Big win there for Joe tonight. Well, I should have known the fun was going to have to end at some point. Should have known he was going to be showing up at some point. The now former NXT champion, the Tribal Chief, is here. Joe, congratulations on being the luckiest son of a bitch alive on Sunday. You think you brought the Forsaken down for good. You think that we're done. You think we're just gonna go away. Well, we're done with you, Joe. We're done with you because I don't care that NXT title right now. I got my eyes set on something bigger. I got my eyes set on someone bigger. Someone more important right now. Because I said my message was simple. Before the Forsaken leave this place to go conquer everything else, we're gonna leave our scar. We're gonna leave a scar on this place that can't be healed. Jacob! Show our former boss what happens. Because you see, the Forsaken have always called the shots here. And this man was doing nothing but holding us back. They wanted a new era of NXT. Well, now they're gonna get one without Bobby Roode. Even if we're gone, we're making sure he ain't coming back. Jacob, do your thing. Finish it. So, Joe, hold that title tight, because someone will come to take it from you one day. But for now, remember, the Forsaken are gonna leave our scar on this place, no matter who the champion is.